Hi guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Hi everybody, welcome back to another video on my channel. For today's video, we're going to be doing my 8,000 subscribers Q&A. So thank you guys so much for 8,000 subscribers. I honestly never really thought we would get to this point. We've hit kind of like a lull in my channel, I feel like. And it's like always so like different. Like when I do reactions and stuff, like reactions are very hit or miss, and like all my other videos really don't do very well, so I really honestly never thought we'd get here. But thank you guys so much for subscribing. If you did, I love you guys so much, and I really do appreciate like all of the support that you guys bring this channel. Like I adore y'all. You guys know y'all are my faves. I don't know what I call you. We used to be the sad boys, but now y'all want to be called cowards, and I don't know. Y'all can decide if you guys want to have a name that I call you guys. If you don't, I don't care. I'm not that relevant. It doesn't really matter to me. But we are going to be doing my 8,000 subscribers Q&A today. So I asked you guys questions on YouTube and on Instagram, so I'm going to be answering them today for you guys. And I'm also going to be addressing something very major that is a very big change in my life, and that is going to be whether or not I am returning to Korea for my study abroad semester, which we actually just decided this morning. It's only 9:19 in the morning. Yes, I was streaming BTS and the album. It's only 9:20 in the morning, but we already decided, my family and I, about that. So I will be discussing that at the end of this video, and for right now we're just gonna get into the questions. But yeah, stay tuned if you guys want to know what's happening with my life. But for right now, let's just answer some questions. So first we're gonna go through Instagram, which actually had quite a lot of good questions. I never ever get questions when I ask on Instagram, so it's quite interesting. Somebody said, this is my sister actually, what is the toughest BTS dance? So this is actually an inside joke between us, but honestly, in my opinion, the toughest BTS dance right now is actually On. I think On, the choreography is so challenging. Like I just watch it and I'm like, they just look like they hurtin'. Like really, they look so sleepy. Not that they're not putting it 100%, because they are, but it just looks like such a physically taxing dance. So I definitely have to say the hardest BTS dance is On right now. Who was the first group you got into when you got into K-pop? My first group I got into was BTS, but the first group I discovered was EXO. Who's your favorite subscriber? Oh, that's from Jackie. Jackie, it's not you. Who's somebody you want to see in concert that you haven't? EXO or NCT Dream? Definitely EXO or NCT Dream. Those are two really big ones that I want to see. Are you happy with your choice of going to Korea for college? A lot of you guys have been asking me if I actually go to Korea for college, and no, I do not go to Korea for college. I studied abroad in Korea for a year, but I do not attend Korea University full-time. I attend a university in Los Angeles, California, full-time. Technically. I don't know. Would you recommend studying in Korea? Absolutely. If you like K-pop, if you are a fan of Korean anything, Korean culture, anything like that, dramas, whatever it is, food, I definitely suggest studying in Korea. I loved it. I enjoyed it so much. I think it is such a beautiful, wonderful country. And if you guys have the opportunity to not even study or just visit, I definitely suggest that you guys do it. It was one of like the best things that I've done, like honestly, in my life. Why are you so lame? I don't know, that's just how I am. Kidding, I love you too. Plans for the future. I don't know. I really don't know. Definitely going to college for 2 more years, hopefully. Hopefully I can graduate in 2 years. And then I don't know. We'll see where my life is at that point. I think YouTube is something I've always wanted to do with my life, I think. But I'm not at a point where I could just say, I don't need to do anything else. I just want to focus on YouTube. I think maybe I will get to that point and maybe I won't. But in the future, I would like to get a job. Get a boyfriend. A boyfriend would really be nice. Like really, all I'm asking for is a boyfriend. Yeah, maybe a boyfriend. That would be nice. Are Stray Kids your ultimate group? No, they are not. BTS is my alt group. Stray Kids are one of my ultimates. I have 4 ultimate male groups: BTS, EXO, NCT, and Stray Kids. But if I had to pick my overall top alt, it is BTS. But they are an ultimate because they slap. Will you do more live streams like the Map of the Soul 7 Drop 1? By the way, I love you. I love you too. And yes, I would like to do more live streams like that. You guys will have to let me know what groups you want to see it for, because I can't do it for everything, but I will definitely do more in the future for definitely like bigger groups. I was thinking of doing one for Neo City for NCT's comeback, but I'm not sure about it, so you guys will have to let me know in the comments. Yeah. But yeah, those are the Instagram questions. So thank you guys for anybody who sent them in, and now we're gonna go on to the YouTube. Okay, first question. Favorite version of Map of the Soul 7? Version 4. Version 4 is the happy concept where Yoongi's had a little smile. I love that version. And favorite all-time album by each of your alt groups? Okay, favorite all-time album. BTS, definitely Love Yourself Tear. I love that album. EXO, Ooh, either Love Me Right or The War. Definitely. NCT. For NCT Dream, my favorite album. What's that album called? We Go Up. Is that the name of the album? That album. Whatever album We Go Up's on. And then for NCT 127, my favorite album. Oh. Regular is really, really good. I really like that album. And then for Stray Kids, my favorite album is... And then for Red Velvet, my favorite album, Bad Boy. Bad Boy. What are your thoughts on being multi-fandom? I think being a multi is amazing. I think there are so many different groups out there that everyone should just enjoy and love. I don't see why you shouldn't be multi. I think being a multi is fantastic. What is your opinion on fan wars? Also, congrats on 8,000. Thank you so much. Fan wars are dumb. I think they're the stupidest thing to ever exist. I think people need to stop hating and start loving. I think if people could realize that fan wars don't have to exist, our lives would be easier. Because here's the thing. If you're a fan of something and you really, really, really like something, why can't you see that you like this and somebody else likes this? I don't understand why there has to be any kind of correlation or clash. If you put your time and energy into liking the thing that you liked and the other person likes the thing that they liked, there would be no need to fight. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, if you like something a lot and somebody else likes something a lot, why do you need to go hate on them or vice versa? I don't see why. Like, if people just realize that we're all here for the same reason, maybe not for the same group, but for the same reason, there wouldn't be fan wars. And I mean, there's always going to be comparing, because in a genre like this, there's always going to be comparison. Like, for instance, BTS and EXO is constantly prepared, and that's two fandoms that constantly clash. They are different. They have different members, they have a different view, they have a different company, they're all different. And if people just understood that we don't need to compare them, we just need to love them, then maybe life would be better. But I mean, fan wars are just gonna happen inevitably, but I think they're dumb. What is your favorite track on Map of the Soul 7? My favorite track is My Time, Jungkook Outsold. Jungkook Outsold, it is such a beautiful track, and the lyrics are absolutely gorgeous. You can really feel his pain and what he went through, and I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. It's my favorite track. Do you think K-pop has changed you? Yes, 100% I think it did. I got into K-pop at a very, very hard time in my life. I had just gotten out of a few friendships that were very long-lasting. They were 10-year friendships that I had ended, and I think K-pop brought me and my cousin a lot closer. When she introduced it to me, we became a lot closer. My cousin and I were not close at all, like in high school. We went sophomore year together and junior year together, and I didn't get into K-pop until senior year, and we were very different people, and I feel like K-pop is the thing that made her my best friend and made her like very, very, very close to me, and it made me stronger, it made me better. I was in a very, very hard place, you know. I was very, 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 very sick because of that friendship connection. I feel like mental health does a lot on physical health, and I feel like I was just not there. And I think without K-pop, I would have gotten a lot darker. I almost dropped out of high school, and I didn't. And I think K-pop is one of the reasons why I didn't. So, yeah, I think it did change me. When did you first hear about K-pop? What was the first group you stan and your most recent group you stan? Okay, when I first heard about K-pop, it was it had to be when Psy Gangnam Style. Whenever Gangnam Style came out, I think it was like 2012, 2013. I loved that song. I was obsessed with that song. But I didn't really get into K-pop because of that. But in 2015, I walked outside on my mom's balcony, and I saw my cousin and her sisters like watching this thing, and I was like, what are you guys doing? Like, why are you guys up here? And they were just watching EXO Love Me Right, and they were just streaming it, and I was like, I don't understand like the hype. But I did watch it, and I was like, yeah, it's kind of cool, but it's just not my type. And then in 2017, my cousin reintroduced me to to K-pop with BTS and DNA. And that's when I was like, Jungkook's handsome, I'm standing. And it was really, if Jungkook didn't look like that in the DNA video, I probably wouldn't have stand, but it was Jungkook. Yeah. Most recent group you stand. Oh, Golden Child? Golden Child, maybe? I think it was Golden Child. Golden Child. I think it was Golden Child. Congrats. Thank you. My question is, how many K-pop groups have you seen live and who? I have seen quite a bit. I actually wrote a list for this question because I feel like a lot of people are going to ask me. So these are all the groups that I stan that I've seen live. I've seen way more people live because with like festivals and stuff in Korea, you get to see a lot of different people, but these are the people who I stan that I've seen live. So I've seen BTS 9 times, I've seen NCT 127 2 times, I've seen ATEEZ 5 times, I've seen Stray Kids 5 times, I've seen 17 once, TXT 3 times, The Boys 4, Astro 2 times, SF9 1 time, AB6 3 times, New East twice, X1 1 time, Oneness once, Very Very twice, Monster X twice, GOT7 once, CIX once, and I've seen Kim Dong-han once. And then for girl groups, I've seen Red Velvet twice, J-Idol twice, IZ*ONE once, Weki Meki once, Luna once, ITZY 3 times, Everglow once, G-Friend twice, CLC once, and Mamamoo twice. Yes, I've seen quite a bit of groups and a lot of stuff, and that is all basically due to being in Korea and going to festivals. If you could only listen to one K-pop song for the rest of your life, what would it be and why? One song. I don't think I could, because I just love music so much, but maybe Begin by BTS, Jungkook's solo song. I really, 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 really adore that song. Like, really? Or maybe Paradise. I would listen to Paradise for the rest of my life. Paradise is so good. Who's your ultimate K-pop bias? My ultimate bias is Yoongi or Suga from BTS. He is my ultimate bias. He is my male ultimate bias. I do have an ultimate female bias, but that's Irene from Red Velvet. But Yoongi is just... Yoongi sits at the top. He sits on the throne. Okay, if you stan a new group, do you tend to stan the vocalists, dancers, leaders, or rappers first? Oh, that's a really good question. I don't know. I feel like my first instinct is to stan the person that I think is the most attractive, or like for girl groups, the prettiest girl. I don't know why that's my first instinct. Like, I really look for like my type of a person, and it doesn't really have to do with like their what their position in the group is, but I definitely say I do tend to go more towards vocalists because I really love people who can sing. If somebody can sing, I will ask for your hand in marriage. Like, I'm that whipped. Or rappers, I would say, but definitely not dancers. Dancers are usually my bias wreckers because I think dancers are talented, but I usually go for somebody more like vocally, rappy-ness. Yes. Are you planning to get more light sticks in the future? I love your channel. Thank you so much. I do want to get more light sticks. I do want to get TXTs, ATEEZs. I feel like there was more. Definitely those two are the ones that I really, really want to get soon. But TXT and ATEEZ probably soon. What are the difficulties you face as a multi-stan? Everybody's always getting in fandom wars in fandoms you're in. And I feel like when you're a multi, people automatically assume that you're less of a fan as somebody who only stans one group. So for instance, I post a lot on Twitter, like on my stan account, about other groups and like other things because it's my stan account and I can do whatever the hell I want. But I had one person recently comment on one of my videos telling me I'm a fake BTS fan because I'm only using them for clout and I actually don't like them and I like other groups instead more. And it just kind of made me realize that it was a sucky situation. Like, that person really, really got to me. Like, I actually changed a lot of my Twitter profile and stuff. Like, I was very, very butthurt by it. But it doesn't matter. I don't care what other people think, and I feel like as somebody who puts myself out there, especially on YouTube as a platform, I'm gonna get a lot of hate, and like, I'll get over it, guys. I promise I won't get that butthurt. But yeah, I would definitely say that people think you're less of a fan of some people when you are a fan of more people, and I don't think that should be a thing. I think you can like as many things as you want in whatever way that you feel you need to be, and I think that people need to stop comparing themselves to others, because in reality, as long as you love the person in the way that you want to and the way that you feel is right, then that's all that matters. Like, I love BTS, I'm whipped for them, I will do whatever, like, whatever they ask. So, like, I mean, it's just, comparing yourself to others is really, really hard, and I feel like being a multi, you kind of feel yourself in those tough situations, if that makes sense. What can you say about BTS's new photo book style? Do you agree that they may continue that kind of photo book in the future, and why? I feel like a lot of people, there was a lot of controversy around this, and personally, in my unboxing, I did edit out a lot of this stuff where I talked about the photo book because I didn't want to put that on the internet. I feel like a lot of the things I said in that unboxing when I first looked at it were very negative, and looking back at it, I don't know why. I think that if Big Hit is trying to move forward with this more environmentally friendliness, we need to back them up. If this is what they stand for and this is what they want to do with their company and with BTS, that's up to them, and we have to support that as the fans. And I think, you know what, it is really cool. Like, I think that they are doing something that nobody else is doing right now, and they are looking for the environment. I mean, BTS sold 4 million pre-orders of this album, or like so many of these pre-orders, guys. Like, think about how many, like, trees that would take, you know what I mean? Like, I see where they're coming from, and I understand why they want to make it more environmentally friendly, so I'm not mad at it at all. I think Big Hit knows what they're doing, you guys, and we just need to support that in whatever way possible. Yes, we're not getting our old style photo books, but guys, you understand that we bought so many freaking albums. Like, the environment is dying, so we gotta support however we can. So I understand. It makes sense to me. I don't know. I don't care. BTS do whatever they want and I'll buy it. Like, they could literally, like, just put one face on, like, a 3x4, like, piece of paper. I'll buy it. Like, I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't care. But yeah. I think Big Hit knows what they're doing, and I think that they are going to move forward trying to make better changes for the environment, which I do support. So, yeah. But that's actually all the questions we got today. Thank you guys so much for anybody who asked me a question, and now we're going to get into the juicy stuff. So, basically, for those of you guys who don't know, the coronavirus is pretty bad in Korea. A lot of you guys probably know. We had to make some really tough decisions, you guys. My family and I had a long discussion about my health personally and where I want to go with my future and all of that stuff, and we have decided to not send me back to Korea. I am not going to be attending Korea next semester. That means no more Korea vlogs, no more Korea content, no more chicken. Oh, it's so sad. I want chicken. Which was a very, very tough decision that we had to make and that my family made for me. I am not the kind of person that is very healthy. I've never really been a very healthy kid. I honestly get sick very constantly, and I would be very susceptible for something like that because of how my health is very determined by my mental health, and I'm not a very mentally healthy person. So yes, we decided to make that decision for me. I am disappointed, of course. I do want to go back to Korea. There's so many things I wanted to buy, y'all. There's so many comebacks I was waiting to buy in Korea because they're so much cheaper, but now I'm gonna have to buy them here, and I'm like, but yes, so I will be out of college essentially until August, which is another very big thing we had to keep in mind, is that I will be out of college now until August. I have to take the semester off because I can't just go back to school in LA. They've already started for 2 months. There's no way. I'm probably gonna have to be in summer school. I'm gonna have to get a full-time job, y'all. It's gonna be so frustrating. But that was the decision that my family made for me, because looking at the statistics now and stuff, we don't see it getting better in 2 weeks, and that's when I would start school. And now that there was corona found on a plane, it's not something that we want to take lightly, and it's not something that we want to we don't want to put me in that situation where I'm going to be all alone in another country where I don't speak the language and I may or may not get sick. Now, I know that this is not a deadly virus, guys. I understand that, and I understand that if I get the virus, there's probably a possibility, it's a very high chance that I won't die. But for my family, that's not the issue. It's the issue of what happens, you know? What happens if my school shuts down because of the virus? What happens when I'm stuck in this country by myself, not speaking the language, not knowing what to do? Like, it's just, we don't want me in that situation, and I think we came to a very good conclusion, me and my family, and I think it's what's best for me right now. And I know a lot of other kids who are studying abroad right now in Korea are making that decision as well with their families. My school advised it as well. So yes, it was not an easy decision, let me tell you guys. I do want to go back. I wanted to go back so badly. I love Korea, but we understand that it is very possible that in the future I could go back again for another semester. Because I'm only a sophomore in college, I can go back junior year or senior year. So yes, we have made the decision that I am not going back. That means I am going to be focusing on YouTube a little bit more, at least for the next couple of weeks before I decide to get a job, because I'm going to give myself some time because I don't want a full-time job right now. But yeah, we are going to, I am going to be staying here. But that also means that I will be going to see BTS in America, so it's super exciting. Annoying because I would have bought Soundcheck had I known I wasn't going back to Korea. Freaking annoying, but it's okay because I'm going to go see them in New Jersey both days. Probably I'll buy resale, and then I might go see them in Orlando as well. AT is going to New York, so I'll probably go see them, and Monster X is coming to Massachusetts, so I'll probably go see them as well. So there's definitely fun things that I have planned after I get my job, because I need some coin. And obviously for all of the albums that I have not purchased yet, I will be purchasing them. I think as soon as I start getting some money in, I'm going to make a very big Choice Music purchase for like all the comebacks that I missed, like The Boys, Luna, all that kind of stuff. And for Neo City, I will be pre-ordering it so I get it on time. And yeah, I think that we made the best decision for me. Obviously, like, if the virus gets better in like 3 weeks and like I'm screwed over, oh well, we made this decision. We have to live with our choices, and that is fine with me. But yeah, I wanted to let you guys know first that I am not going back to Korea. So yes, We actually made that decision like 2 hours ago, so I'm kind of like, I still have to unpack all my suitcases and stuff. I was going to leave tomorrow, so but yeah, just wanted to let you guys know about that, and thank you guys so much for all the questions. I love doing Q&As. If you guys want to see more Q&As, let me know. I know nobody watches these because like these always get the least amount of views, but I really enjoy talking to you guys. I think it's just so much fun, and yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you again for 8,000 subscribers. I really, really appreciate it. You guys mean the world to me. I am so happy that we are growing and growing this little community, and I hope that we can grow more and make this something really, really special for all of us. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in